Dear Tolarian Community College, I am sorry for ruining the thing that you cherish most. I have never played Magic the Gathering in my life, and yet I bought a nearly $200 Final Fantasy box. I know I'm part of the problem. I've watched a couple of your really interesting videos breaking down how MTG entering the Universes Beyond, I think it's called, is bad for the brand. And though I don't know much about Magic the Gathering, from what you laid out, I think it's a solid argument, and I do agree. And yet here we are. I'm part of the problem. I honestly do not care about Magic the Gathering at all. I've always been a little curious about it, but at the same time, I've always respected how powerful the MTG IP is, I should say. Worse yet, I have no plans to pull up to MTG tournaments, no plans to be active in the community. I know that you've made some guides on how to build decks using these cards. I have no plans to watch those. And I'm not making this video to taunt you or the community in any way. I'm purely making this to hopefully give you some insight into who are the assholes that are buying these things. So why did I buy this? Am I a speculator? I like to think that I'm not, because when I open all these packs, I don't plan to immediately go to eBay with it. But at the same time, I also would be lying if I said that I wouldn't contemplate about selling some of the more valuable pools. But who knows? Will this get me into MTG? That's to be seen. But to be very clear, I have no plans to play it at this very moment. And look, I feel a lot of guilt because I know what it feels like to be betrayed by TCG. This is my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card. Trying to get a good shot of it. Here we go. That should work. I'll just take it out. It's a Jinzo. It's an effect monster card that basically disabled all trap cards in the game Yu-Gi-Oh. And while this card is not terribly valuable, like it doesn't have a good resale price on it, it still means a lot to me. Because back in the days, I have very fond memories of just how much fear this card will put in the hearts of other players when it hits the field. At least back in the days. Because I tried playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Again not too long ago, and they have completely destroyed the design of that game. So the point is, I get it. I feel guilty, and I'm sorry. However, my monkey brain just loves this IP so much. And I just want something of shared value to collect of it. Well, hopefully you understand. I'm just being honest, giving my raw thoughts. Hopefully this provides some insights. But now, you get to cringe watching me unbox this, as I have no idea which cards are valuable or not, because I'm just looking for pretty pictures to hang up on my wall. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. And then we just have packs. How many packs are in here? Does it not say? It doesn't even say how many packs are in here. Whatever. Let's start with this one. Okay, so I got Shinra Reinforcement. I know Shinra. Town Greeter. I'm not sure what that's from. Can I focus this camera? I'm very sorry. My camera's a little out of focus. Ice Magic. Something. Thunder Mage. Sahagin, I guess. There's ramen. There's instant ramen. What is with Square and ramen? This camera is terrible. I think I'm gonna have to switch it. All right, I just made it a little darker in here. Sorry, I don't do unboxings. My setup isn't optimized, but we'll continue. Samurai's Katana. All right, Restoration Magic. Titus. I know Titus. Titus. Blitzball Star. No Titus. Titus. Phantom Train. I think this is Final Fantasy VIII. Nope, Final Fantasy VI. Ooh, nice pool. I'm into this. So Vincent, Valentine, Borderless, non-foil though. I just learned these turns watching a couple of videos before filming this. Now see, the thing is, I'm really after Final Fantasy VII for the most part. I'm down with Final Fantasy VIII, some Final Fantasy X. I wouldn't be opposed to some Final Fantasy 15 characters, even though that game is terrible. There's a little glowing stamp sigil at the bottom. I don't know what that means, but it's glowing, so I like the look of that. Oh, I got a commander with beavers. Final Fantasy 2, evidently. Foil. And then I got a, I don't know, Town, Dark City. And then whatever this is. Looks like Bahamut. Is this anything? Let me know in the comments. Is this anything? Okay. I think I overestimated just how many packs are in here. This is like not even a quarter of how many packs are in here. So what I'm going to do, so this is not a 2-hour long video. I'm just going to open all the packs and then just separate the ones that I deem valuable or are worthy of a note, and then just show those, because this will be a very boring video otherwise. All right, it's now the next day because it took that long to sort it all out. I even bought a little binder and put them on the binder. And what I want to do now is just kind of go through some of them and share some of my current thoughts. All right, so I got all these art cards. Pretty cool. This one's signed. I don't know what that means exactly, but I got Cloud and Sephiroth. Pretty cool. Bahamut, Rabatin. I forget this summon's name. It's one of my favorites. Then we got these are all the foils. I put all the Final Fantasy 7 ones at the front. Foil Instant Ramen. Oh, it's kind of funny. Ultimisia Time Source is from 8. Foil Cactus. This is from 16. I only played the demo, but I know this reference, so I'm into it. Ether. Yeah, lots of foils. Lots of foils. Lots of cool foils. Tifa's Limit Break. I don't know what all the different classifications mean, but we'll get into that. I have a bit of a rant that I want to get into. Here's some of the border lists. Some of the border lists that I pulled. And I hate that they do the summons like this. I wish they did a classic regular full screen art. Like, I don't know. Here's some of the commons, some of the noteworthy commons. I'm not gonna go through all of them because I think it was like 400, 500 cards or something like that in this pack. Anywho, yeah, these are all the legendary creatures, which I assume are better than the regular creatures. I actually have a bit of a rant because you have these legendary creatures, right? And then you also have these legendary artifacts, but then you also have legendary artifact creature, which is very confusing to me. Is it an artifact or a creature? So I just put it in its own like category because I wasn't really sure which one it belonged to. I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb, but whatever. Then there's a bunch of artifacts, which I don't understand. Why subgroups on some of them? Like this is a vehicle, food, and equipment. But then you also just have like regular artifact. Oh, I think this is also kind of dumb as well. These are all the basic lands, I guess. I like that they're borderless. More art is always good to me. These are lands. I don't know what makes these different than the ones on this page. I got more lands here. Shouts to Midgar, Gold Saucer, and Gongaga. Then there's the sorcery cards. I like the sorcery cards. They seem pretty straightforward. Then the instant cards also seem pretty straightforward. Got the Sephi, Haste, Battle Menu, Limit Breaks, Fight On. Got some creatures. I got all the summons. Again, I don't like that they do this half panel of art. And we have the tokens. The tokens are very strange to me because it has art on both sides for some reason. So there's this side, but then there's also this side, which is, well, this one specifically is a 2 token creatures. But if I take this one, for example, it's a token creature on this side and a token artifact. Obviously, I don't know what a token does in game, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Do you choose one side of the card because you're going to put it in the sleeve, or do you have to take out the sleeve to flip? Like, this doesn't make much sense to me, but go off, I guess. The enchantments, I don't understand the subcategory, why there has to be a regular enchantment with nothing and then an enchantment aura. I don't understand that. And these make absolutely no sense to me. First of all, there's an arrow here, which I assume indicates what side you have to start on, but on the back side, it's like a completely like regular card on the backside. But so I can do summon or I can do a sorcery, or does the sorcery involve the summon or vice versa? This is very confusing. And again, with the sleeve issue, you put them in sleeves. Like, do you have to take it out of it? I really don't like this. I don't play the game, but whatever. My opinion is I don't like that. And one final thing that was very confusing to me is the colors. They seem significant because there's like silver here, there's gold here. Oh, this one has an arrow. I have to move it. Oh no. Oh, this one has an arrow too. You guys are undercover. What? Anyway, silver, gold. I think there's like a bronze one. But then look at this is blue, so I don't really think it matters. But anyways, what's really confusing is these little sigils. It's not on all of them. And I have like multiple of some of them. I have like 5 versions of one card, and none of them have the sigils. So I'm not sure if it's like a rarity thing or if like only certain cards have the sigil to symbolize something. I don't know. But at first I thought that every card could have like a different class color, so every card can be silver, bronze, or gold, and they can also have this. I was like, yo, that is straight greed. But it seems to not be that case from all the cards that I looked at. All right, so I looked through all the cards, and it turns out a lot more cards than I realized have this little arrow thing. And after investigating, it seems like what it does is like an evolution or like a ultimate attack or something like that, which I don't even play this game, but I can tell it's probably like a relatively new feature that veteran players probably can't stand. That's my best guess. It seems very out of place for this game. And there you have it. Wasn't really sure what to expect buying the box. I think I'm pretty happy with the full first page of the foils that I got. They all look really pretty, though. I did look up like what you could pull from the box, and I found out you could pull the classic Cloud Strife foil. So I bought that one on eBay. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Again, I told you, I'm just in it for the pretty pictures. I'm gonna hang it up on my wall. I got a good deal actually. I found it was someone selling it for $70, which was about 100% lower than most other listings on eBay. So I had to pull the trigger. And I also bought a foil Tifa and a foil Red 13 because that's the team that I play with the classic PlayStation 1 release. That's the team that I play with the modern release. That's my squad. And I think I'm just hanging them up on my wall because I'm a fanboy. What can I do? All right, hopefully that was helpful. A look into why your beloved game is charging more and more for boxes and whatnot. Why your beloved game continues to add different IPs. Just wait until they add that Haktua booster pack. You know it's coming. And now I pull out my chicken jockey card. All right, thanks for watching. I might do an update depending. So I'm kind of interested to learn more about Magic now. Peace.